Welcome to another Cardano update. So there's finally some good news. We actually got to the bull market support band, and as you can see, we kind of got rejected by it, but not really, because this is not really a huge rejection, and I believe we will still get a pump very soon. Now I cannot confirm that we will get a pump, maybe we'll break down, but do not forget we are still above the trend line, which is a very good sign. We broke out of the falling wedge pattern, which is also good. So I still think we will go to 53 cents and touch the 200% extension to finish the third wave move right here. I think this is a very likely scenario right now. Now, we have not broken above this high yet, but once we get above this high, then it's going to look bullish because we will finally put in a higher low. So as you can see in the main second wave right here, when we went down, we never actually put in a higher high. So this was a lower high, this was a lower high, this was a lower high, and this was a lower high. So if we want to prove that Cardano can actually do something right now, we need to go above this high first, and then above this high right here, and that will put us at about, let's say, 45 cents. Then after that, we still need to finish the third wave move to the upside, like I said, and we need to get to 53 cents. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you have not watched my previous videos, we are in a 1-2 setup right now, and we might be heading in a third wave. The first wave move to the upside only has an ABC structure. It did not have 5 waves, but it did go to my 2.272 extension. The minimum target for the first wave right here was actually the minimum target for the C wave of the first wave was actually the 200% expansion. We did get there. I kind of wanted a 4 and a 5 after that. We did not get a 4 and a 5, but we got 3 waves, so you can call that a first wave move. Then we went down into an ABC structure to form a second wave move down, and to me the second wave move down looks complete. I mean, we went to the 0.786 extension right here, and we bounced from 30.3 cents to about almost 40 cents, so I think it's safe to say that the low is in right here. Now, of course, this could always fail. Do not forget we are at the bull market support band right now, and you can expect a lot of resistance here, but once we get above it, we should not really get below it for a very long time after that. And let me explain why. So I was comparing the move that's happening right now, which is this much bigger 1-2 setup, which by the way has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup and then an ABC in the second wave move down. I was comparing this move to the move that happened right here in the previous cycle. And as you can see, in the previous cycle, we also had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup for the first wave move, and we had an ABC down for the second wave move down. And in this second wave move down, we also went down for like 6 months, and we were below the bull market support band. Then we had a cross right here, and after the cross it took about 2 months to actually break above the bull market support band. And in this cycle we did have a cross, but that was only like 30 days ago, and it was right here, and we are already at the bull market support band, so maybe we're just moving faster in this cycle. And if we are copying the 1-2 structure that we got right here, rather than this 1-2 structure, I mean this right here, that we got after the pandemic low, then maybe it's safe to say that we will break above the bull market support band very soon, and we will start going up in the main third wave. Do not forget, this was a 1-2 setup, and we needed a third wave move to the upside, but we did not get that because of the pandemic drop right here, and we had to pretty much restart the move. But I think the price would have gone way higher if it weren't for the pandemic, so, you know, of course that's speculation, but it really looks like we are copying what we did over here, and if we are, and if we get above the bull market support band, we should stay above it for the rest of the third wave. Now, of course, if you take this right here, so what happened over here, you could say that we did go below the bull market support again after we got above it right here, but do not forget, we still had this pandemic and this messed things up. I don't think this right here would have happened without the pandemic, but that's just my opinion. And as you can see, in the main third wave move to the upside, which ended right here in my opinion, we never actually went below the bull market support band. So if we want to stay bullish, we need to get above the bull market support band, and we need to stay above it. Now, of course, this could be a fake out. We did have some fake outs in the previous cycles. Well, even last year we had a fake out right here, as you can see. But this was not really a main first wave move. I mean, this was only a first move of the 1-2 setup. that was followed by a third wave move up. So yes, this was a fake out right here, but this only took 2 days. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. If we stay above it for longer than, let's say, a few days, then we will most likely stay above it for much longer than that, and we will not go below it. Also, something similar that's happening right now in the main second wave move down, we got a cross right here, just like we did over here after we had the bear market low right here. And as you can see, after we had the cross right here, it took about, let's actually check this out, it took about 20 days for the price to start going to the upside like crazy and to get above the bull market support band. And right now, like I said, we had this cross right here like 30 days ago. So maybe we're just copying what happened over here. And honestly, that would make perfect sense to me. Now, do not forget, if we are going a third wave move to the upside right here, let's say we get to 53 cents. Does that mean the low is in? I don't think so. I mean, to confirm that this low right here is actually in, and to confirm that we bottomed in the main second wave at about 27.7 cents, we need 5 waves up, and right now we only have 2 waves, and the first wave only has an ABC structure, so there's still some work to be done, but if Cardano wakes up, I think it can be very, very bullish in the next couple of months. Don't forget, Bitcoin dominance is very, very close to topping. I don't know if it has topped already. Maybe it has topped already, I'm not sure, because we're currently going down, but it could always break to the upside, and if you look at the RSI, we cooled off quite a bit over there, so maybe it's time we start going up again. But even so, even if we get another high on the Bitcoin dominance chart, I don't think that means that we will get another low on the Cardano chart. I think the only way to get another low in the main second wave right here is if Bitcoin somehow decides that it wants to get another low in its fourth wave move down right here. And I don't see that happening, to be honest with you, because September, as you know, is a very, very boring month for Bitcoin. And I mean, this September has not been that boring, so this was surprising. But even then, I mean, we have like 5 days left of September, so even if it closes red somehow, even if we drop like 10 to 20% right now, I don't think that will put Cardano at a new second wave move down. Well, I said 20%. I think that's way too much right now. I mean, 20% from where we're at right now, that would put us at 51K. Well, if we do go down like 20%, that would still be okay, I think. I don't think Cardano will go below 27 cents, but maybe it will, I don't know. But yeah, don't forget, in September, usually nothing happens, but October, November, and December is when Bitcoin actually decides to wake up, well, most of the time. So I believe we will go to 100K by the end of the year, and I believe that will trigger the altcoin season. And once Bitcoin actually starts going up, and once we break out of this pattern right here, and we get another all-time high, I think that will mark the top for Bitcoin dominance. Now, obviously, we could top on the Bitcoin dominance chart way earlier than that, so we could be at like 67K, and Bitcoin dominance could top right there, so Bitcoin dominance does not have to top when Bitcoin gets a new all-time high, you know? And also do not forget, the coins that are impacting Bitcoin dominance the most are actually Ethereum, Solana, and the other coins that have a much higher market cap than Cardano. So right now, Cardano does not have a huge market cap, which means that Bitcoin dominance does not really affect it that much. Now, of course, it still affects it because, as you can see, Cardano has not had a pleasant second wave move down. We went from 80 cents to about 27 cents. So, of course, Bitcoin dominance had an impact on it. But if you look at the ADA Bitcoin chart, you'll see that we never actually put in a lower low that went below this low right here. So in my opinion, we are looking good right now. And as you can see, we are actually going sideways on the ADA Bitcoin chart, and we are fighting with the bull market support band. We also had a cross of the bull market support band, and usually after we get, so this was the fourth cross right here, and in the previous cycle, after we had 3 crosses, if we ignore the cross that we got somewhere around here, because this was, you know, mostly because of the pandemic, but if you want, you can put it on the chart. After we got a 4th cross right here, we went above the bull market support band and we stayed there for a very long time. And this is when Cardano pretty much exploded to the upside. As you can see, this started in December of 2020, and that's exactly when Bitcoin dominance stopped. So I said that the ADA BTC chart looks very similar to the Bitcoin dominance chart. I mean, if you look at this chart, it's pretty much the Bitcoin dominance chart, but upside down. So take a second to look at this, and now look at this chart. It's pretty much the exact same thing. So if Bitcoin dominance does go down right now, and if we do go to like, let's say 40% dominance or so, that could put ADA BTC at, let's say, about 5,000, whatever that is. So I don't think we'll break the all-time high right here or the all-time high right here, because as you can see, if this is following the Bitcoin dominance chart, I mean, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, we never actually put in a higher high in each cycle, and if you look at the lows, we never put in a lower low. So maybe it means that we will stay in a range, and maybe we'll only go to like 40% or 39% on the Bitcoin dominance chart, so we do not actually break below this low right here, because in this cycle right here, we did not break below this low right here. Of course, this is just speculative. I mean, we only had 2 cycles, so you cannot always be sure of what will happen, but this is a good, let's just say, indicator of what might happen in the future. And don't forget, Bitcoin dominance cannot go up forever, and at some point we need a correction, and that will start the main third wave move on the Cardano chart, which I believe will go to new all-time highs. So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know the market is not really doing anything right now, but I believe the FOMO wave is very close. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of these charts. We also offer personal altcoin analysis to gold members, and we do that once a month for each member. So if you are interested in that, check it out. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.